Honor on Chain here. So I'm gonna bring you guys a short video today because I've actually tried recording this multiple times already today and just not working. So I want to bring up a couple things about investing in microcaps. Just a little bit of advice when it comes to investing in those, and I guess a little bit of this general market. So I just want to bring up a couple things with microcaps. So if you guys have seen the channel at all, we have seen some really good moves, really good gains over the last I'd say few months in general, on and off with microcaps. But recently we had AI coins go absolutely crazy in the month of December. So I'll bring this up and just give me 1 second here too. But we had AI coins going nuts. And I want to just talk about market conditions and how it affects microcaps, all right? This is very, very important in my opinion. It's not going to account for every single microcap, like I'll get into in a second, but in general, when it comes to investing in microcaps, one of the main things that you got to realize is one, obviously, when Bitcoin goes up and has a heavy pump to the upside, that is going to be a key catalyst for a lot of microcaps to really take off. As simple as that sounds, a lot of people kind of get tied up or get twisted on like little dips, and they're looking for microcaps, and then on the day that they invest, Bitcoin is down 4%, 5%, and then they're wondering why the microcap they just bought, is down 40%, 60. So when it comes to microcaps, the first and very simple tip is when Bitcoin is really making new pushes or new strides to new highs, or just in general going heavy to the upside, that's going to be a key indicator to start looking for microcaps. Because like I was saying, we had AI coins in February into early March this year go absolutely crazy. So this was a coin that I talked about in a private video in February. This was Cloud. I saw this launch on CoinGecko, or not launch, but it was updated on CoinGecko, and I was looking at it over here. Like early mid February, we're checking this one out. It went from around 400K when in early February, and then throughout February, this peaked at like I think 6-7 million. I think somewhere right around here, maybe 4 or 5. Hold on. The point of this video, I'm not trying to show you guys the kind of gains we made. Like, oh no, it went to 8 million. But this is just the time frame that I want to show you guys. So the reason why AI and GPU coins were so hot, I think it was because Nvidia it was like a key player in the news, key player in the markets. Nvidia stock was just skyrocketing. Chips, GPU stuff was just going ballistic. Obviously AI was doing well, but anything GPU related for a few weeks just skyrocketed out of nowhere. And the main reason why, though, as you can tell here, first, from February into March, Bitcoin went from 40,000 something, low 40,000s to 60K literally in a month. And obviously from that's going to be a huge factor for crypto itself as a whole to just pump, right? But again, most of these AI GPU coins throughout February decided to absolutely rip. Another one we caught was NetTensor, which this was one of the biggest ones I think we had to date. Another one was GPU. Even though GPU, we caught ticker GPU, but that wasn't an official call. But this one, I called this one. Someone in our group, kind of pointed this one out to me. We found this one around 700K, 800K. This one all the way to, over 30 million, 35 to 40 million in market cap, just in a few weeks. But again, when did this happen? This happened at the end of February into early March, which is exactly when Bitcoin was really pumping, when things were moving very heavy to the upside. So new launches thrive off heavy moves to the upside, but also the narrative was the hottest thing mid-February into March. And so when you can pick up on a sub narrative that takes off at the current moment, that is a key factor into really just catching these insane gains, especially off launches. Another one I want to bring up too is we caught, obviously BRC20s were a very hot narrative, and specifically a lot of Bitcoin DeFi projects. I'm still very, very bullish on a lot of BRC20s and Bitcoin DeFi projects. Not Dova here at all. Because Dova was a very high risk play initially when I called it. We've been out of this one too. But initially, we got in, or well, first things first too. So Dova again, very early December. So this narrative went really hot from I think early to mid November into December. What was Bitcoin doing at that time? Bitcoin went from around mid 30s upwards to mid 40s, right? So it had a pretty good gain over that span of a month. And then what did Dova do? Dova, from that span of time, from December 1st, literally, into December 18th, so into mid-December, it had a huge pump. Looks like, let me see what kind of moves it had. Yeah, this is slow. My fault, guys. But it pumped. I think initially I called this at 800K is when we got in. And then, yeah, at its peak, it went to, what, technically, like, yeah, no one catches up here. So let's just say, like, 14 million. So 800K to 14 million in a span of a few weeks. Same thing again. Bitcoin decides to make good pushes to the upside. And the sub-narrative just starts to take off at that current moment. That is how you guys can catch some of the most insane gains right off rip, is when those two things can align and you can really see the whole broad market catering to a certain sub niche. That is why some of these did so well. But obviously, as you can see, Dova is back down to literally zero. This has just died out. I think mainly because this one it launched, it was only hype for the moment. I don't even think they're building anything. Again, this is not a buy signal. I'm not bullish on Dova at all. But it was just a project that we got in, made some good gains on. But this is just what I wanted to bring up. And obviously, so, in different sub-narratives for microcaps like that, they happen all the time. I have a feeling that we're probably going to see a microcap gaming sub-narrative happen at some point this cycle. I don't know why I feel like it will. There's probably going to be a rotation of a bunch of stuff. I think AI still is going to have the most, sub-narrative pumps out of nowhere. I think it's just AI itself is going to be one of the hottest narratives in general. It's just going to be easy for normies or people outside of crypto, to want to jump in. They're going to hear AI and be like, oh, what AI coins? Over a Bitcoin DeFi or, RWA. A lot of people will hear those terms. They're not going to really care too much about it. Or, even gaming too, I feel like it's going to be an easy one for people to understand, because it's just what game looks good, what game would you want to play, what game can you play right now that's actually fun. That's all you got to do, right? But, so that's what I wanted to bring to your attention. And again, like I said, market is very choppy right now. That we could see this as a short-term bottom. But at the same time, it's important to play this with both sides. If this continues to dip lower, have some ammo on the sides to just throw into certain coins that you like. And obviously, if this continues to go to the upside, then just start paying attention to which coins are really making moves, which ones you should start taking a little profit off the table, or just holding, through this whole bull market. So that's what I got for you guys today. And if you got some value out of that, just hit the like button, comment. Let me know what coins you guys are watching, what coins you invested in. I'd like to hear it. So that's what I got for you guys today, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.